Hello. Right, so I'm hoping someone is going to pop up for a quick test. Normally, the snooker game is very much unfinished, but we can add a force and an angle here and then shoot. But normally, that should also work from the Twitch chat, or at least that's what I'm trying to test now, if that is working properly. Oh yeah, and you can just talk. Oh, I have a mic. Well, that worked, Maisie. So you shot straight ahead with a force of 80? Right. Okay. I still need to work on the physics a little. uh, Wait, I think I need to restart to get the white ball back. Um, yeah, there's no pockets, as you can see. Excellent. Now you're doing it on purpose. I should normally be able to do it in here as well. Yeah, it varies, and that's the issue I'm having. You see, if it bounces, it loses speed quite quickly. But if you aim it straight into a pocket, then it bounces far off the map. But once there are pockets, I don't think that's such a big deal. It tends to lose speed quite quickly. But I'm checking several parameters. There's like the drag from the board, from the walls, from the ball itself. Like yeah, friction, drag. There's also a what's it called? Not elasticity, but not jumpiness. What's the correct? Yeah, I need to exit to see it. Wait, let's just give it a check. Materials, ball, bounciness. That was the term. So I had different materials, physics materials applied to all the wall, to the table, to the walls, and to the different balls. Yeah, the game's not running, so I'll have to relaunch it maybe, but you see I played around with lots of these parameters for the physics, because this uses the Unity physics engine. But to get realistic behavior in a snooker game, that's not as easy, because yeah, there's a lot of bouncing, and to make it realistic, I'm still gonna have to tweak that. Normally I should be able to use this as well, so for your yeah, 0% is straight up, and then you continue clockwise until you get to 360 degrees and you get back at the bottom. I think the command says so. Yeah. So 0 for south, you shoot north, you shoot from the south. I maybe should clarify that a bit in the text. So I've been working on two things at the same time, my bot and this mini snooker game, which I started building today, so I'm pretty satisfied with my progress this far. The snooker game, I mean, not the chatbot. I'm thinking more and more of making a a Unity program with different minigames, and then the chatbot integration, and maybe the text-to-speech as well, if you remember that. Seems to be working. The only issue, and that's something I'll have to look into, is that the commands, they only work when the Unity window is active. So when I activate the OBS window or my Chrome window, then nothing happens. The window only responds. Or the program kind of pauses until you reactivate the window again. Which means if you issue a command while the window is not active and I activate it, then it's possible that I missed the command altogether, which is not really ideal. Yeah, I was thinking something like that, but then I need to draw, and drawing is not my strongest asset. But I was thinking of adding indeed something like that, like a sort of radar where you can see the angles and which direction they would point. But I think it's a higher priority to get the physics working first. I can also enter a force here, 100, and an angle 45. No, not 45, 70. You see, that works just as well. I can add them in here. That was only 10. Yeah, 10 force. And that's very limited. I still need to fiddle around with all these parameters. But it's relatively okay for first try, I feel. Playing around with mass and friction and all that bounciness to get a realistic behavior, it's gonna require some more tweaking. And all these are just basic Unity shapes. There's the plane, the balls are Unity spheres, and the walls are Unity cubes, so they're all basic shapes. I just applied a material for the color, a physics material for the correct physics behavior, and that's about it. And then my script, of course, for the white ball, both taking input from the user interface here or taking input from the Twitch chat. Our snooker lover. This is gonna have some success with the UK fans, I believe. Why didn't I think of this before? Bav. When it gets off the board, it doesn't have any friction at all. So what I might try to do is here the friction currently of the table is 0.05. Maybe I can go even lower than that. I don't know if that's a notable difference. Same with the ball. The ball has a friction 0.15. It goes from 0 to 1. No, from 0 to infinity, in fact. So I'm not sure if something like 0.05 or 0.01, if that is a notable difference or not. I'm gonna have to play around with these settings. But yeah, besides some realistic physics behavior, I think the program is working relatively well. What I'd also want is add some pockets with a trigger if a ball passes through it, and then add something in my script of the white ball that makes the white ball reset if it ends up in a pocket, because now I have to restart the game because the white ball's off the table. I need to add something to put it back on the board. Yeah, I wasn't. The game wasn't running Maisie, so your command, that last one, didn't come true. Because now it's running again. It's not that unrealistic, the way the red balls have spread there. The only difference is that a force of 100 or 50 is that really feels like double or not, and I feel it doesn't always feel like that, and I think the bouncing could be improved and the friction. Okay, but thank you for the test, Maisie. If you want, I can keep this running if you want to continue experimenting. No, I'm not gonna do it because either way, if the white ball is off the table, you would be stuck anyway. Thanks for jumping in, and I'll definitely be coming back with this one. And hopefully we'll have something for the community to play live during the stream. Although I would need to have something with an active player, like a rotation or something, because otherwise everyone would be issuing commands one after another. Anyway, thanks for the test, Maisie. Catch you later. I might do some Terror from the Deep or SpaceChem this evening. Maybe I'm thinking more Terror from the Deep than SpaceChem, but we'll see. Although I don't intend to do a long stream because I have to get up early, but I'm hoping to do at least a little bit of Terror from the Deep. Catch you, Maisie.